Here I'm going to go over the landing page plugin. I would actually recommend that you buy the Pro version. This is the first time I'm actually checking how much it is, and it says coming soon, so I don't even know if it's available. But it says here a personal license is $30, and that's good for 1 year of automatic updates. But it's only for your coming soon page. So I guess ask yourselves what other kind of things you might want to do, how long you're going to be in coming soon stage. Um, you can do things, it has Gravity Forms integration, and you guys already have Gravity Forms. So it could capture emails and stuff like that. It just really depends on your marketing efforts. So ask yourself if it's something you need. It also integrates with like MailChimp and Aweber, which are you should probably be using at least MailChimp or get to know and familiarize yourself with it so that you can kind of have a campaign monitor and in the future be able to send out a mass email distribution. So there's a couple little features here that are very useful, I think. Otherwise, you get a very standard coming soon page, but you can still do cool things with it. As you can tell from these images, you could, instead of doing what I have here, and I'm just going to go jump to live preview so you can see it, it's just the logo with a blue background and the text that I saw in one of the emails. Now, this is just kind of a starting point, and we could discuss doing something custom, or you guys can really play with this and have fun. I think Carolina could certainly handle this, and or anyone else on the team that would want to take a stab at it. You can put a full background image. You could do something photographic. So I think that's kind of neat. Obviously, with Pro, you can add a form field there. With this, it wouldn't integrate with your Gravity Forms. So again, you just ask yourself if you wanted to do an image with text, and that's enough for right now with your Twitter and Facebook link, or if you wanted to be able to capture, which I know that was something that I initially wanted to do, but here is a relatively inexpensive option to do that. But again, ask yourselves, how long is the coming soon page going to be out? Will it be worth the investment? So those things are important for you guys to kind of discuss internally. So here it's enabled. So I just uploaded that image, added it to the media gallery, the one that you just saw a moment ago with the logo. And that's probably not the right logo because I remember Tim. So I'm guessing this is the right logo, guys. Just let me know. I don't know if that was the right logo or what's going on, but just let me know because I haven't received a format of the logo in any way. So maybe it didn't come up in my email. I don't know, but if you wouldn't mind sending me, I guess, the logo that you're really gonna use, because I guess that wasn't the correct one. And again, I'll show it to you. Um, it was this one, so I suppose it might not be this one anymore, just from that email. But I wasn't certain because it wasn't stated that way. Um, okay, so the cool thing here is that you can actually also add media. So what if you wanted to put like a YouTube video up? I don't know. Something to think about. So I just basically pasted that text. As you can see, I colored the links white. Down here, you determine what color the text is going to be. In this case, I believe I chose white, but the fact that it's black here overrides that style. So if you were to just put custom HTML and then style it through down here, you could certainly do that. As you can tell, I already put the background color as all blue. There's no background noise effect. You can add a different background image. And this one, you can upload an optional background image or enter the URL. This will override the color above set. So obviously this will do, in tandem with this, will give a full stretch background, which is kind of what you're seeing here in these small little thumbnails right there. So that's how you could achieve that effect. You can also switch the headline font, which, by the way, the headline is whatever you put in this field. Currently I have it empty, and for some reason it says tip avoid using coming soon, but it doesn't really say why. So I just included that here. I'm assuming that you probably could insert it here. However, I'm guessing this is already pre-styled. Haven't played with it yet, so it may make it bigger than what I currently have it at. As you can see here, when you highlight this, I've set it to a heading 3. This is set to a heading 6 and italicized. So this is very much like Word, right? So this stuff shouldn't take, should be difficult for you guys to figure out. The bottom is heading 6. This whole mailing list, I wouldn't even worry about it. He even says more options in the Pro version. You could do a feed burner, but I don't think that's really what you want to accomplish, so this is just left off for right now. You can also put some custom CSS if need be. You could change the body font up. The cool thing is that they're already including Google fonts here, but we're already using the fonts that's pulling from the style sheet, so it's not really imperative that you do that, but you can. You have that option. Um, and of course, save your changes, and that's over here in the settings. So you can come to settings and coming soon, and that is how you would access that. I'm going, just for the sake of keeping it more streamlined, most of you have reverted back to editors. And while you can still add content, you can't do admin stuff, but I'll give you guys the admin password and username. The reason why I did that is because there really should only be one admin. You don't want too many admins because it just exponentially creates, it could create more of a problem down the road if something were to happen or someone were to touch something and no one knows who did it. That kind of thing. Actually, it would let you know who did it, but the best thing, just a rule of thumb, is to have one admin. That way, you're just coming in to make changes, but when you need to do something, maybe tweak the CSS or do something like that, you'd come in as an admin. Otherwise, you're really in the site to add content to it. Okay. That being said, there's a couple things I didn't cover last time, and one of them is social icons. When you click on social icons, oh, one last thing actually. The Coming Soon page, when you're logged out, you'll be able to see it on the home page. Whoever's logged out will see the Coming Soon page, okay? And if you notice up here, it says Coming Soon mode active, so that lets you know that it's active. Obviously, if you were to uncheck this and save it, it would no longer show there. But if I were to log out and then go to the home page, let me just go back here. Just go back to the home page, then I would get this. You can see that I'm actually at the site. Otherwise, if you're logged in, you're not going to see it. So don't think, hey, I can't see it. You're probably logged in. So obviously me being logged in right now, I'm going to visit the site and I can see the site. But if you're logged out, you can't. What else? So going back to the social icons, which I realized I didn't cover last time, the ones down here, those you would just come here into social icons. You don't really need to add one, and just click in social icons URL. And here you have form fields to just add what your Twitter, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, and your Google Plus are. If you don't want like a couple of these, let me know, and I'll have to hide them from the back end. But otherwise, you would just come in here and just insert them, update it, and then the ones on the footer would actually link to those and open them in a new page, so in a new tab. So here it's set up. Obviously, this is pointing to me, but I know you guys do have your Twitter now, so you can go ahead and update that. Let me see. There's one more thing. I'm going to be adding a plugin for caching the site, and essentially what that will do, I'll probably do that now, but I'll just explain it to you, is after you make every change, you'll have a little link up here that'll say, hey, don't forget to clear the cache. And caching, what it basically does is once the end user or the person visiting the site sees the site, instead of always calling certain content from the server, it downloads the site one time onto their local machine, and that way it'll load the pages faster. It certainly helps with performance of the site. That's pretty much what it does. But every time you update the site and update its content, you would have to clear the cache. But it makes it very obvious that you need to clear the cache. It'll advise you up here on every page until you clear it. So it's really in your face in that regards. You just have to clear the cache whenever you add new content, so that your visitors aren't viewing old versions of your site that are cached on their local machines. But it'll clear the cache, so then the next time they come visit, it'll download everything again, and then it'll keep things current. I would recommend to try to update content. Obviously, at first, try to update as much content as possible in big chunks. Certainly, as you start stabilizing in your content, really, you'll probably do it, maybe a couple times a week, because you'll have more content being updated in more frequently, but it'll be smaller bits of content versus right now, which I'm assuming you guys have a lot of content to start populating. So that's it. I don't want to make this any longer. Sorry to babble. But that is the plugin for the landing page or the coming soon page. These are the social icons that I didn't mention last time. And I'll be adding that caching plugin soon. So that's pretty much it for now. I think the next step is really for you guys to kind of um, update the logo, or let me know what the latest logo is going to be so I can update it here on the header and on the coming soon page. Or you guys can go ahead and do that if you're feeling adventurous. Um, Again, it's right here under tools and connection types. I'm going to go ahead and email you guys the admin username and password so that you have that. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.